Hey, what's going on, folks? Welcome back to the Real Legend of Gaming, where you can get guides and reviews for your favorite games. Now, folks, in this video today, we will be doing a review and first impressions for Identity V, and we will be explaining what this new amazing game entails. So let's check it out, folks.
Until I received a strange request. Investigate an infamous estate and find a man's lost daughter. Besides the check, it was the name on the letter that intrigued me, not Orpheus.
Alright, so you might be wondering, what is Identity V? So Identity V is the first asymmetrical horror mobile game and is developed by NetEase. And you might remember them from making games like Rules of Survival and a few other titles on mobile platforms. So it has a Gothic art style with mysterious storylines and an exciting 1v4 gameplay. Identity V will bring you a breathtaking experience. You will first enter the game as a detective, and folks, we will be going into the cutscene so you guys can get and understand how the game plays. But basically, this detective receives a mysterious letter inviting him to investigate an abandoned manor and search for a missing girl. So right there you have your storyline, and obviously that's going to be pretty interesting, right? Now, as you get closer and closer to the truth, you find something horrifying. And folks, I got to be real honest with you guys. If you're big fans of horror games, you're going to enjoy this because it has a very eerie Resident Evil feel type as far as the story, especially in the beginning. And as far as gameplay, this resembles Dead by Daylight like insanely. It's very close to a mobile Dead by Daylight. It's not made by the same company, but man, it's pretty close. So I'm gonna leave you with the beginning of the game so that you can check out the story, and then it'll go right into some gameplay, and then we'll touch base in between. All right, so let's check it out.
This room's in remarkable condition. I think I'll stay here for the night. But it's too dark in here. I need to find an alternative light source before the fuel in this lantern runs out. Thank God, the candles here still burn. There should be some more on the wall. This seems to be the place where the game was played. The description mentioned an attic attached to the main house, located some distance away. I think we are still at the manor, but it seems we're some distance from the main house. For now, I need to focus and retrace the steps of our mystery author. I should probably drink less. Judging from the content, my guess would be that our author is male, right-handed, and of average education. From here onwards, the writing becomes even more wild and illegible. Fear has stripped him of his ability to describe his encounter with any logic, as if something was hunting him.
Alright, so now that you got that little intro to how the gameplay will operate, let's go into some actual mechanics. So the whole idea with this game And again, if you play Dead by Daylight, then this is like a very similar concept for you. But ideally, what you need to do is survive, right? That's the easiest part. But folks, it's a lot easier said than done. So what you really need to be doing is looking for places where you can hide and not get detected by the monster or the hunter or the killer. Because that's what this crazy clown is going to be in this match. You got to make sure you stay out of line of sight. You have to somewhat try to find your teammates, because if they're hurt, you got to heal them. If someone gets hooked, right, and that's a moment where the hunter will grab you and put you literally on a hook where you are immobile and you cannot find a way out, you got to save your teammates, right, because that's very important. And also, there might be a point where you can't save anybody, and you got to save yourself, and you have to escape out the front gate. But does that gate open up immediately? Of course not, right? At the end of the day, they're going to make it difficult for you, because that's why this is an asymmetrical multiplayer horror game, folks. And what you need to do is go around looking for these, what you call cipher machines, but they function very similar to the generators in Dead by Daylight. And you have to type to get them to run to the point where they will slightly open up a part of the door. And once that happens, you got to get your butt out of there, because if you're not going to escape, you are going to get murdered. No nicer way to put that. As you can see right here, you will be RIP. You will be sleeping eternally, folks, and you don't want that, all right? So make sure as soon as you find that open, you escape. If you can somewhat save some of your teammates, then you do what you need to do, all right? So that's pretty much the gameplay of it. Let's go into the rest of the video. Hey, man, so what do you guys think? That was pretty interesting, right? So you guys can see the resemblances of Dead by Daylight. And what about that clown? I mean, guys like a buffed out version of Pennywise, right? It's pretty crazy. But nonetheless, you can tell that the game has a very unique storyline. And I want to say the reason why it's somewhat different than Dead by Daylight is because it has a storyline, right? So it captivates you with the mystery of finding out what's really going on in this manor. You get to meet different characters, and the character selection seems pretty in depth. They have different type of players that will cater to your style. And again, this is a very intense multiplayer.
The answer is probably
and each match will have something different, right? So if the arenas might look similar, but they are different. So it makes it a little difficult for you to kind of figure out where to camp or where to hide. Like, you're going to be on the run, and you might not know exactly where to go at that moment. So if you're getting chased down, I pray for you guys, and I hope that all is the best, because it's going to be crazy, right? Now,
the chimney has been sealed off.
as you progress in the story, you'll unlock memories. So those memories you'll be able to use to purchase more characters. And I didn't play the game deep enough to see if there's like a skill tree. I played for about 25-30 minutes, and what I was able to do, unlock different characters and get more clues as far as the storyline. So again, pretty interesting game, and I think that you guys will really like it. It's something to play for the summer when you're not playing Clash Royale, or you're not playing Arena or Valor, or Fortnite Mobile, or PUBG Mobile, right? Those are like the hottest games right now. So this is something really cool.
I think I know.
And if you want to play with 4 other people, it's going to be very, very crazy. And if you happen to get a match where you get to be the killer, then get on with the hunting, because you're going to be chasing down people, and a lot of the newer players are not going to know where to go. So you're going to get some easy wins in the beginning. But folks, other than that, this game is pretty sick. And I don't mean that in a bad way. I mean, like, it's really good. It's going to be having you jumping on your chair, out your chair, if you're listening with headphones on. And it looks good. Like, the game looks really nice. You can kind of say it has like a Tim Burton look, with the characters. A little gothic. So it gives it like that, appeal for this type of genre. And again, the story is pretty good. I thought it was interesting, and I'm curious to see how this plays out. I do plan on not covering this game, but I plan to play it a little bit more and introduce it to some of my streams, because I think it'll be good at the end of the day as far as the multiplayer aspect. So I appreciate all the support, folks, And if you're watching up to this point and you're still checking out this game, then you need to do two things, right? You need to download Identity V, start getting into some action, and hit the subscribe button for more future mobile game review videos and guides. All right, folks. Again, thanks for the support always.
All of these
Peace out.
diaries